Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who Threw the Curve, and this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today we're going to be speaking on human consciousness, Darwin's greatest practical joke for social survival. Human consciousness, the crown jewel of evolution, the piece of the resistance of Mother Nature's grand design, or perhaps her biggest practical joke. Scientists, in their infinite wisdom, have come up with the theory that our precious self awareness evolved as a means of social survival. Because, being able to ponder the meaning of life while trying to avoid being eaten by a saber-toothed tiger is just so practical. So, let's dive into this convoluted tale of neurons and social dynamics and how our sophisticated mental faculties might be the ultimate survival hack or the universe's way of keeping itself entertained. So let's speak on the birth of consciousness, a glorified gossip network. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Picture early humans who, instead of focusing on the basics like food, shelter, and not dying, decided to evolve consciousness. Why? To keep up with the latest gossip, of course. You see, knowing who was hooking up with whom, who betrayed whom, and who could be trusted was far more critical than knowing which berries weren't poisonous. Our ancestors sat around the campfire, not just sharing stories, but also shaping the very fabric of social cohesion with a well-timed eye roll or witty remark about the neighbor's primitive spear technique. Let's speak on consciousness as the ultimate social media tool. Fast forward a few millennia, and you have consciousness serving as the original social media platform. Forget Facebook or Instagram. Our minds became the ultimate tool for crafting public personas, managing reputations, and influencing social hierarchies. Imagine the prehistoric influencer, Og, who used his awareness to gather a following by sharing his best mammoth hunting tips and fire starting hacks. His ability to self-reflect and adapt his behavior based on social feedback was like having the perfect algorithm for survival. Let's speak on the inner critic, nature's quality control. But consciousness just didn't stop at social networking. Oh no, it came with a built-in quality control system, the inner critic. This delightful feature ensures we're constantly second-guessing ourselves, replaying awkward social interactions, and lying awake at night wondering if we should have said, "you too," when the barista told us to enjoy our coffee. This hyper-awareness of our social fox pass is evolution's way of making sure we never get too comfortable. After all, complacency is the enemy of progress. And what better way to keep us on our toes than an incessant loop of self-doubt? Let's speak on empathy, the double-edged sword. Of course, no discussion of consciousness would be complete without mentioning empathy, the ability to feel others' pains and joy as if it were our own. A beautiful, noble trait, right? Sure, until you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. crying over a stranger's dog who died in a movie you watched 3 weeks ago. Empathy helps us build deep connections and foster cooperation, but it also turns us into emotional sponges, soaking up every bit of drama and heartache in our social circles. It's like nature gave us a Swiss Army knife, but forgot to include the instruction manual. Let's speak on the existential crisis, nature's way of keeping us busy. Then there's the existential crisis, that special moment when we contemplate our place in the universe and the meaning of our existence. What better way to ensure we don't get bored than to have us question everything? This profound self-awareness keeps us striving for more and more knowledge, more connections, more innovation. It's as if nature decided the best way to prevent us from sitting around and doing nothing was to make us eternally restless and dissatisfied. And let's be honest, nothing screams survival of the fittest like a species perpetually on the brink of an identity crisis. So, there you have it, folks. Human consciousness, the ultimate evolutionary tool for social survival, complete with all bells and whistles, gossip, social media, and inner critic, empathy, and existential dread. It's a wonder why we manage to get anything done at all with these complex minds of ours. But maybe that's the point. Perhaps consciousness is nature's way of ensuring we stay engaged, connected, and always striving for something greater. Joke and roll the punchline. Either way, It's a fascinating ride, and we're all in this together, pondering, laughing, crying, and surviving one socially awkward moment at a time. Thank you for listening to Who to the Curve. Don't forget to like us, share us, and subscribe. Thanks.
Make up everything between. Are we ever gonna get it right? 'Cause all I ever wanted when we got together was to share my life with you. Let's just go be happy. We just had this one chance, baby. What we gonna do?